Hello, hello, and welcome to Baker Forward's Fire Watch. And no, I'm not Chief Danny Edwards. I'm Howard Ward, the Public Information for the Baker Fire Department. I'm with you this week. Danny's out for a conference this week, and he won't be with us, so he's asked me to fill in for him. So I may not be as good as the fire chief, but I'll try. Very happy to be here. We got a lot going on. Our first segment, I'm going to host the first segment, and we're going to talk about some things that's been going on with the fire department and that we've done, and we're very proud of. And in the second and third segments, I'm going to have a guest that's going to come on, and we're going to talk about how technology in the nation, in the world that we see, how it affects the fire department, and how the city of Baker and the Baker Fire Department has stayed on that cutting edge of technology. Our fire chief is very proactive about technology. And he's done all that he can to get us to where we need to be far as our reporting system, our communication systems, everything that we need for his technology. He's done what he could to get us there. And I think the city of Baker should be very proud of the fire department and all that we've done. I want to go back a little bit, take a step back. As some of you can see on the monitors and screens at your home TVs, I got a little bobo on the lip, and it's not anything disease, it's not a fever blister, and it's definitely not because my wife was told me to shut up when I stood up or anything like that. No, she didn't nail me. I'm a big ball player, and I love to play softball, and been playing a long time, played a lot of high school hardball and this, that, and other. And I was playing last Friday night, and I took a shot trying to catch the ball, and it went into the mouth, and it left me a little pop. Then 4 hours later and 3 stitches later, I got stitches in the mouth. And I can tell you, firefighters are some of the bravest people you'll see. But one thing that 9 out of 10 of us don't like, and that's needles. And when they came in and put the deadening into my mouth like that, I can tell you, it was all I could do to sit there. It was tough. But needless to say, I just wanted to, if anybody's out there wondering, what is that on his lip? That's what that is. It was a nice shot to the mouth, and my kids are saying, Dad, you're getting too old. Hey, I'll never get too old. I guess that's why they play the senior men's league. So anyway, with that said, and that cleared up, what I want to talk to you about now is some of the things that we have done in the last few weeks, months, that we've been very proud of. And one of the things that we've done is that we were invited again back to the 2013 FDIC training convention. Now, this is a huge training conference and convention held in Indianapolis, Indiana. And as a lot of you may know, the Baker Fire Department has in their possession a fire safety mobile trailer. And we use that fire safety mobile trailer to teach firefighters and prepare them for firefighting in the future. We were again asked to come to the FDIC, and we did. And if we'll go to some of our pictures here, we can see, I have them on here. As you can see, this is our trailer that we brought to the FDIC. Very beautiful graphics. Eddie Palubinsky, LSU Tiger fan, basketball player, did the picture. This is Lucas Oil Stadium. This is where we set up. We were right in front for the whole entire week. So thousands of folks got to see the City of Baker's Fire Service Mobile Training Trailer. As you can see, we stayed out right in front. Several thousand folks came by and saw this trailer. Fire chief took this picture. He said he wanted the kid. Kid is the one that sponsored us, that we bought the trailer from, and they were there, and we were very proud. As you see, this is some of the people and some of the things that we got to see. If you'll notice in the middle, that's Troy Landry and his brother, and he was there with us and had a great time. Troy Landry and his son, I think that's Chase. I'm not quite sure. That's Chief Bill Porcher on the side. They were invited there as well. That's Troy Landry. Shoot 'em in a fire truck. And this is pictures of the inside of the fire service mobile trailer that we did. We were showing the folks how it burns, and this is how we use it to train. And this is some of the competition that went on at the Firefighter Challenge. And then last picture we got one of our firefighters there in the middle. Mr. Brady, Ronald Brady, that entered the contest for rib eating. Needless to say, he did a good job, but he didn't win the contest. But that's all the pictures I have with that. But we were very proud to be there. Look forward to again next year. Child seat check. We had another event at the Baker Fire Department on last month where we had folks come in, check their child seats. I wanted to let you folks know that in the future, if you have any questions, call the office, 775-3702-3712, and set up an appointment if you need to get your child seat checked. Also, be advised, and this is FYI, the Baker Police Department has issued 80 tickets since January 1st on child safety seats. Boom, you might want to check that out. Also, we were involved in Zippity Zoo Day. That's where we brought our safety trailer out. Zippity Zoo Day is a huge event. Several hundred people, maybe even thousands, came through the zoo. It's a real nice, it was a beautiful, beautiful weekend for it. We were out there. We were very happy to be there. This was our umpteenth time we've been involved with the Zoo Fest, and enjoyed every bit of it. Got a chance to meet with all the folks and the kids, and we smoked them up with our safety trailer, and they loved that portion of it. But anyway, folks, that's some of the things that we do, and we're always constantly involved with the public. As a public information officer, it's my job to make sure that you, the citizens of the city of Baker, know that we're out there. We're trying to make sure that the people know that we're doing a good job, and we're doing the best that we can. I want y'all to stay tuned with us in the next 2 segments. I'm going to have my guest, Captain Woody Wascom. He's going to come on. We're going to talk about technology and all that it does in the fire department and how it benefits us and makes our job easier. And he's going to have a big amount of information that we hope that you will be able to stay tuned with us. So, folks, stay with us, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes.
South Louisiana, there's no better time to call than right now to get the best quality made Ella walk-in tub or shower from Easy Baths of Louisiana. Call now, 289-4141, and let Easy Baths of Louisiana show you the low entry and easy access walk-in tubs and showers. Our walk-in tubs come with easy to use controls, stainless steel door, and dual 80-second drain with chromotherapy lighting, automatic cleaning, hydrotherapy jets, and much, much more. Easy Baths of Louisiana guarantees the absolute lowest prices on the same or equal products with our 10% back guarantee. We offer easy pay financing with great rates. If you call right now and mention this ad, we'll take an incredible $750 off our already low prices with this TV offer.
Welcome back, folks, and good to be back with you. With me now is a good friend of mine and a veteran of the fire service. I didn't realize it just now when we was just talking. He's been involved with the fire service for 23 years. He's been with the Baker Fire Department for only 12. A good buddy of mine, Captain Woody Wascom. James Wascom. Woody Wascom. Thanks for being with us, Woody. Woody, what I told folks in the first segment, that what we're going to talk about today is technology and where we're at. Technology in the nation as a whole and the world as a whole is just rapidly growing every day. And what I want to do is I brought you on because Woody works very heavily with the technology that we have at our stations, our computers and our communication stuff. So I'm going to have him tell us about some of the things that we got in the fire service. One thing I do want to say before we start this conversation, I want to tell you folks that Woody's been in the fire service with Baker for 12 years. He's been with the Baker Police Department for 11. So if you see him riding a fire truck one day, you may see him riding in a uniformed police car tomorrow issuing out speeding tickets. So, but he does a great job both ways. He's really involved in the city of Baker, and we're very happy to have him. I've been involved with the fire department since 1978. And what I wanted to kind of go into before we start talking about the technology is how things have changed. And what I pulled up was something about the history of firehouses. From the time firehouses were first built to the modern firehouse today, many things have changed. My goodness, have they changed? My first fire department, my first station that I stayed in, Woody, didn't even have air conditioning. It was fans. And I mean, you know, I'm not that old, but I mean, we didn't have air conditioning. Firehouses have been around since 1640. At the time, firehouses were just a big tool sheds. Firehouses were just big tool sheds which held all the new equipment. Of course, firefighters didn't have big electric sirens like we have today. They used wooden rattles, bells, and drums to warn people of there was a fire. And that's back when they had bucket brigades. And of course, you know, that's how they put the fire out. They didn't have hoses, they didn't have pumps and all that. So
that was back when the chief was a rookie.
I think back when Danny, when it may have been just got on with the fire department. Boy, if he sees this, he is gonna. We're gone. We're out of here. So anyway, but that's a good one. I say all that, and I'm not gonna read all this, but I say that to tell you folks that things have changed and things have come a long ways. And Woody is here to tell us about what he's seen in the technology in far as the fire department. When I came through, when I first started with the fire department, this is how we did reports. Woody, what are we doing now with reporting?
Some departments still use pencil and paper.
Yeah.
The fire service has a lot of data that has to be tracked as far as our rating goes. When it comes to inspections, our runs, hydrants, any daily trackable data, inventory, everything like that. It's a lot of paperwork that has grown over the years required by our rating company. So all that data is hard to keep in books or files. We have to keep a lot of that data on the truck with us now. So the truck was turning into a large file cabinet.
Yeah, I remember the days you'd ride in a fire truck and there'd be a huge box of fire prevention cards and everything else. So we've come a long ways with that. And tell us about this program. You know, years ago we didn't have the computer technology with it, but now we have a computer program called Firehouse.
Firehouse started out as a small program just to keep your runs, that sort of thing, that data in, so you could print reports for insurance companies, for individuals. It has expanded to include your hydrants and your hydrant inspections, your businesses, your drawings. You can attach pictures to it. It has gone to inventory, all your equipment, payroll. Pretty much an fire department can be run entirely by this program now.
Right, yeah.
You know, all that data, you know, that when the chief needs that information as far as grants,
right.
You know, any type of data needed by the public, government,
right.
All that information
reporting,
is tracked.
You know, if there's a fire and they need an insurance report, it's so much easier with the systems that we have. They come by the fire station and they go, hey, we had a fire at so-and-so street, and we just go in there and plug it in, and then we get a copy of that. And he made mention to, and I'm going to kind of put a little definition on it. When he says rating, and what he means about rating, and I'll let you explain what rating means.
Our rating,
class rating.
Class rating determines what the citizens of Baker pay for fire coverage,
and right
as
now
far as insurance.
Right, and right now we're a
Class 2.
2. I mean, and it's 1 being the best, so we're right underneath that 1 rating. And I've talked to some folks that's got Class 1 rating, and sometimes it might be better to be a 2 than a 1 because there's a lot more pressure to maintain that 1. But we're getting short on time. We're going to go into the next segment, but tell me some more about the technology and the computers. One of the things I want to tell them, you know, this is just an iPad, and a lot of folks have iPads. I have one. You have. These will be what we'll replace in the fire trucks for
within the next few months. We will replace the laptops that are on our trucks with the iPads. Firefighters will be able to have all their hydrant data, business information, business drawings, contact information for those businesses, all of that will be right at their fingertips in an iPad. Instead of having to log into a laptop, some departments don't even have laptops yet. They're still carrying
Right.
the big file cabinets and have to stop and go through a file cabinet and actually pull a file out with a business on it. It's much easier to update information. Everything is current when it's on a computer or an iPad.
Right.
As soon as that data is updated at the station, it is immediately downloaded to that pad. If you're still using printed information, you would
Yeah,
have to change
the
it,
information.
print it.
Right. And what I want to add to that, Woody, and that's good. What we want to add to that is if these guys in the middle of the night get a call at a business or a resident, they have the advantage of taking their iPad and plugging in the address, and it comes up with a inspected sheet, tells who lives there, who owns it, everything.
The main thing it will tell us is any dangers.
Dangers. Yeah.
If there's any large storage tanks there, chemicals, things of that nature that we
Right.
don't know about.
Right. Well, look, we're running out of time on this segment. You're going to be with me in the next segment, folks.
All right.
So stay tuned. We're going to talk some more about technology and things that we have in the fire service, and we hope that maybe some of it may be interesting. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. It's your friend Jay, and I'ma tell you true. If you want the best crawfish in town, you have got to go by the Crawfish Crib, located at 7869 Greenwell Springs Road and 9836 Florida Boulevard. Holler at Henry and ask him to hook you up with that Gold Rush garlic butter sauce on your crawfish and your crab legs, y'all. It's good. Have a good time.
Hi, and welcome back to our Baker Forward Fire Watch. And still with me, he hasn't run off yet, is Captain Woody Wascom. Woody, we were talking about technology, firehouse reporting system, which is a great system that we have in the firehouse, fire stations that we use constantly. Let's talk about other technology that we've seen increase the communications. Let's talk about communications.
Okay.
700 system. That, a lot of people say, what is the 700 system? Briefly, put it in what we got.
New radio system, just brought online a couple of years ago. It allows communication between departments, between entities, between state agencies.
Right.
We can go to several different channels. If FEMA comes in for a disaster, a channel can be assigned. We can all talk.
Right.
Years ago, each department had its own
Right.
channel, its own radios.
Right.
If you wanted to talk to that department, you had to have one of their radios or you couldn't talk to them.
Right. I think all this came about after Katrina. Katrina or 2000, the 911.
9/11, there was a lot of communication issues in New York
Right.
with the firefighters there. Katrina also shut down towers, repeaters, things of that nature that caused communications to be very hard around New Orleans.
Right.
And they've done a very good job of putting up towers, backup generators, making those things not be affected by hurricanes
Right.
and things of that nature. So our communications is top notch right now.
Right. And in the city of Baker, in the Baker Fire Department, we're very proud of our system that we have. We have the state-of-the-art technology for the 700. We have portables. We have all our trucks that have the system. And we also have the, I like to call it the panic room. Now, in that room, we house a situation, and this is all technology. When the fire chief envisioned the new fire station, as a lot of you have seen it on Groom Road, he built a fire station, and inside that fire station, he built an EOC room. It's an emergency operations center. The East Baton Rouge Parish has the EBR, or what's it called now, the Mayor's Office of Homeland Security. Governor's got GOSEP. We had it here in the city of Baker because we wanted to take care of ourselves. In that room, or in the complex of all this, the technology that we have to be able to work through a situation like Katrina. Elaborate a little bit on what we got in that room, Woody.
When we activate the EOC, we can bring in the council, department heads, the mayor, anyone who is chosen to come in. We can issue them phones, radios, laptops. Everything is tied into our department. Everything's on a backup generator.
Right.
Our internet is backed up with internet. We have cameras, communications. Matter of fact, we're in the process of a grant right now to get a weather monitoring system
Yes.
on the station. People will be able to access that data online. The general public will be able to go to our website and
Right.
access wind speeds and things of that nature. We'll be able to give people real-time activity in Baker instead of what's
Right.
just coming from the state.
Right.
So there's a lot of changes coming to the stuff we already have.
Right. Folks, and what Woody said is true. During the last couple storms that we've had since we've moved into our building, we've activated the EOC, and it's really worked out very nicely. We got the players in there, and I call them players. I'm talking about the mayor, the police chief, fire chief, DPW directors. All the players was in the room. The city, that was during Isaac. I think we had a situation where we had a lot of power outages. We got in there, we worked the problem. We worked the problem from the grassroots level of the city of Baker. We asked for help from the parish. We asked help from the governor's office. But we managed to be able to take care of the city of Baker from our standpoint. We have a generator that'll probably light up half of Baker.
It's large.
It does good job to keep us with electricity and all the power.
Our last activation was the tornado.
Yeah,
that
you
came
remember
through
the
Baker.
tornado that it came through there that took out some power there. We activated the EOC room there.
Everybody coordinates in that area. We're able to document all down trees, damage, anybody in need.
Right.
I don't know how many tarps we issued out, and even went out and assisted
Right.
covering people's homes.
Right.
So everybody is in one area, so nothing falls short.
Right.
If we need roads cleared or ditches cleared, or
Right.
everybody's in
And
one
that's going
location.
to be that's going to be an interesting segment. I see that coming, folks. We're going to talk about that maybe not the next, but one of the future segments of Firewatch, Baker Forward's Firewatch. One of the things we're going to talk about is hurricane preparedness and what we can do as the citizens of Baker to make ourselves safer, and the things that we can do for you as public safety officers in the fire department, police department, and the mayor's office. We'll touch on that in one of the future segments and talk about all that. Woody, is there anything else you want to add? I mean, we're getting close to the end of this segment, the end of our show here. Would you like to add anything to what we've talked about today?
Well, I know everybody, it's kind of off subject, but we have that fancy new station, and it's open to the public anytime if they want to stop by for tours or truck tours, or doesn't have to be a group, it can be a family, anybody.
Yeah,
we're open to the
exactly.
public. so.
Exactly. Fire stations are open to the public. You own them. We live in them, but you own them. You, the taxpayers, the city of Baker. You own those fire stations, and you're always welcome to come by and visit us. We're always looking for a good excuse to see our friends and neighbors and take time out with them. Folks, it's getting close to the end of the show. I've enjoyed being your host today. Hopefully Fire Chief Danny Edwards will be back in the next week's show. We hope today's show that you've gotten some information that you didn't know. And again, folks, if I can leave y'all with anything, when you're playing softball, the ball goes in the glove, not in the face. What can I say, buddy? I mean,
We try to teach you, and
I know. I'm 56 years old, and I'm out there running around chasing balls, and I'm getting hit in the face. So,
at least you're moving around.
I'm moving around. I'm trying to stay healthy, folks. I'm trying to keep that weight off, and so. But anyway, folks, again, we've enjoyed being here with you today. Woody, thanks for being with us
No
today.
problem.
We'll have
Anytime.
you back on when we talk some more about technology and computers. So, folks, we do hope that you've enjoyed the show. Come back and join us again on our next shows.